Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Ningen Fushin, episode 4. And I would say this has become a really good show. Now, like I said, is this going to be the best anime of the year? No, it's not. But it has it's becoming now a very good series for me now. But, it has been. And I guess I'm enjoying our characters a lot more now. And with this episode, as far as action goes, I think this has been so far has been the best action fight we had so far. Because with this now, our heroes are adventurers. They're by the guild. They want to request in order to get paid a good amount of sum. They request to get this sword, which is called like the Sword of Bonds. You know, like for bonding for parties, you know, to give them some parallel power, especially bonding with each other as well. So they go to this, because this world, which I like though, it has some like mixture of like it's fantasy type world, but also like has a little bit of modern touches to it because they go into this was supposed to be like a labyrinth, I think, because it looks like a more futuristic, you know, like how. Like the hallway they go to, it's like modern looking, you know. Like if you walk into like an ordinary office building, it looks like, you know, has like has ordinary lights, and it even has like security cameras that watches, which from the store looks like it was watching, but it looked like they look like those security cameras you look when you go into buildings, right? And it has like ordinary looking staircases with a rail guard down the middle of the stairs, you know, like ordinary like buildings have, right? Those kind of staircases. So it has the production looks like not only this fantasy world, but it's also like the mixture of a little bit of modern architecture type stuff, right? Even the point where some points like, you know, like where, you know, where our guy Nick goes to like to that idol, right? Seeing that idol that he likes. Even at the start of the series, you know, they're showing all the lights. You know how we, you know, raise those lights, those glowing sticks they have. You know, so it has like this it's like this fantasy world has some modern touches to it. Like I said. So like the way the world is. That's what I'm trying to say. And inside this has like automatic lights, and looks like an ordinary hallway, right? And then when they find out they find this room, and then it's where they eventually get the room where they need to be, and then they find the sword, which at first they think it's a defective sword because the sword has no blade at the end, but it talks to them. And then when they're talking to him, even when Zim calls it a nice old man, it's like, don't call me an old man. And they say they just want, they said that they think they're going to get any money because it's a defective blade because it has no blade, right? But they said the blade's telling, you know, like how he's waited a long time, you know, for someone like to really use him to be, you know, to bond with other people, right? And they said about the mention of the guild how they say all this nonsense and stuff. But they say, yeah, but we sympathize. Nick said we sympathize, but we have bills to pay. So they're going to take him, then activate this device where it summons this cool looking creature. Well, it's not a creature, but it's like a machine because it looks like it's slime. It's a golem though, but it looks like it's slime, but it's actually a nano machine. You know, it looks like it's slime, but it's actually It's actually a nano machine. A nanomachine golem type of way. And I thought the action in this was as so far as the best one I've seen because first Nick gets a couple of strikes, then it repairs itself. Even Tiana it tries to throw some ice shards at it, doesn't do anything, and when Kuring starts to go into it, but then it spits those things back at it, actually she takes a couple of hits to it, and then when Tiana tries to freezing it, it does work temporarily, and you get this cool shot where where the golem, like, it breaks out of the ice shell, but it slips out of it. So the whole, and when right behind it, it has that ice shell casing of the shape of it when it was frozen in. Which I thought was a nice and cool looking shot. It just slipped right out of the ice case that it just got frozen with. Didn't break it though. It just still right behind when it slipped out of it. Okay, that's a cool looking shot, I would say. A cool looking way how this thing operates. And then Nick, he falls in the hole where it came out of, and he gets buried under some rubble. And then a current goes down there to get him out of there. And before that though, the blade, the power of bonds, the blade of bonds, whatever, or the sword of bonds, tells that with Curran, to unite them, say union. He says the first time it didn't work. That's when he fell in the hole, and then you get a nice moment between Nick and Curran, because it's regarding back about that pennant that Curran got, that she had, that Nick actually broke, that was from that asshole hero that betrayed Curran. And he was worried that she was going to be, she's been all silent about that, and he was worried that she'd be mad at him. But like he said, she said though, no need to worry about that though. It was something that I was holding to, because it's something that Kalos gave me, but since he betrayed me, I just want to hold on, because it had that significance. Not significant, but it was like sentimental in a way though. But she still felt like she wanted to hold on to it. But now they got broke though. Like I said, that burden, that weight's been lifted off her shoulders now, and she's perfectly fine with that. And so now when the sword tells Nick to say union again, which I thought this was really cool looking as well, where Nick and Curran have joined together, one soul, right? And they kind of like morph together, and the combination of both of them, cool looking design, how these two look together, right? It's like, Curran's like with her dragon tail and claws and horns, right? Merged with Nick with this more good looking armor, and they take out the nanobite golem and destroy its core, and that was it. Then after that, they split apart again. Like I said, very cool looking. I would say that was very cool how they joined together, how they would. It was really cool looking design how the two look. So, and after all of that though, they bring it to the guild, and then all of a sudden there's this kid out of nowhere, just pops out of nowhere. Who is this character? Oh, it just popped out of nowhere. I guess it turns out it's the sword in human form, because they mentioned, it's the blade has a human form named Kenzigan. Get the name right again, but because they mentioned how it mentioned about the bond between them. So I guess that's him. I guess it's him in a human form. I guess, but wait, did you just hand the handle blade to the guild, and he's here as a human in the human form? I was slightly confused on that though, but I guess that's him as in a human form, and so now he's gonna go along with them, and of course it's funny how after they get paid, they each got a good amount of sum. And I like how when Nick, how he just takes a pile of coins and also just stacks it with just one hand. That was really cool how he can do that. And then they all split it, and they tell Kinzer, can't pronounce the name again, but tell them about the rules they have in this, like don't interfere with anyone's hobbies or their money or whatever. So he gets a better understanding of that. So they're gonna go off, like Nick is gonna go to see that idol in that concert, and then wait, Curran and Zimmer to do whatever. But Tiana, she's gonna go off to the horse race, I would say horse races, because well, that's really how it is. It's basically the horse races. But she's gonna go to another race, to do more gambling, right? And like I said, just don't. She's not tells the sword, like, don't question how I spend my money. and if you come along with me, but don't question how I spend my money. And so, and then the end when he's walking with Tiana is like, "You're a good kid." It's like, "I am not a kid. I'm not a kid." "Oh, you're a good kid." So she keeps on teasing him about it. See, this episode has been very good. This show has been really progressed to become a really good series. To eventually say, I would say a gem. I would say, yeah, I would say that. I think the show has become another good gem of a series. But like I said, it's not gonna be the best anime of the year, let alone this season. But still, I've been enjoying this show a lot now. Like I said, it has become a gem from what I see. And the characters I've enjoyed, and even now the current saying I'm trusting you guys more and more now, because even after that betrayal that she had, she's now grown to trust more of the guys, even more, especially with Nick now. And that was nice to hear, to say that I'm trusting you guys more and more now, which was nice to hear, because our best dragon girl is now grown fond of our characters, and to the point where now she joined with Nick to fight this one nano by Golem, which that was still cool how they came together. It was cool to see that. So yeah, but yeah, Ningen Fushin Ningen Fushin episode 4 I've enjoyed, and so far best of the 4 so far, and we got the best action fight of this show so far. So I can't wait to see how more is going to come along now till the next episode. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode review, which will be of, hopefully... Yeah, I apologize for... I skipped on episode 3 on Spy Classroom, so hopefully I had to catch up on that, though. So, 3 and 4 now. So I apologize for that, though, but still, I'll have to catch up on that. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode review. Later.